What's up, everybody? It's Grace Ventures here again. Almost looks like she's getting a talking to. My brakes are squeaking. That's the chief of police. Appreciate you. So like I was trying to say, we're gonna go get some gas and we're gonna take a little ride. So tomorrow is September 11th. And I just wanted to ask you guys, where were you when this happened? Do you remember where you were at? I'm sure you do. Everybody does. It's one of those things that, like, you don't forget where you were when that happened. It was a pretty crazy thing to see, like, as a young kid. I think I was, if it was 19 years ago, I'm 31, so I was 12? Is that right? 12 and 19? Is that 31? I think so. I think I was in like 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade. I remember when it happened, if you tried to go to a gas station right afterwards, I remember seeing it walking home from school, there would be just like massive lines. They jacked the price of gas way up because they thought we wouldn't be able to get gas anymore, which I think turned out not to really be true, because we still have gas and we always had gas, and I need to get some gas. I hate these pumps. It usually takes a solid 37 minutes for me to figure out, not figure it out, but for the pump to be like, yeah, cool, you can have gas now. Oh, I about broke my card. This is the way to do it though. Don't go in. If you got a card, just pay on a card. You don't have to take your helmet off. I don't take my helmet off anyway. I just go in looking like a freak. The helmet on. No. Let me have gas. I really think gas pumps should just have like dollar bill slots. Like you can just put a $5 bill slot in, you know, like a soda machine, or like a coin machine. So it knows it's a 20 or a 10 or a 5, and then it just doles out $5 worth of gas or $10 worth of gas. I think that would be the coolest thing in the world. Thingy's gone. Nope. Cool, thank you. Gloves. Okay, so that wasn't supposed to take nearly that long. Oh yeah, back to not broke. Be funny if that was how you figured out your gas gauge right in your car. It said, for full, it said rich. Empty said broke. No, we are not good. We will die. I got itchy. I got itchy. We can go. Voice cracked. So back to the story. Where were you on September 9/11? 2001. It's been 19 years since that happened. Well, tomorrow it'll be 19 years. 2,977 people died. 19 people carried out the attack. 19 people carried out the attack that killed all those people. It's crazy. I was in language class, as a matter of fact. Her name was Mrs. Woods. She was really cool, actually. It was like right when they first started putting computers in the classroom, except the computer back then was like, you had a great big TV sitting on your desk, so everybody kind of felt isolated from the teacher, and kids just did stuff the whole time they weren't supposed to do, like, and looked up things they weren't supposed to look up on the computers a lot. But I remember she turned on the TV and said something happened. And I guess she turned on because she wanted to see, you know. So she turns on the news and we could see that the North Tower had been hit. And they were playing the footage of the plane flying into it after the fact. And then it cut to the live feed of the building just on fire, which was crazy to see. You're a little kid. I don't even really understand what the Twin Towers are. Like, this is like my introduction to them, and they're on fire, you know. So class is pretty much over at that point. You know, we're watching what's going on the TV, and she's explaining to us that kind of this is probably this is an attack. You know, that this is something that's very significant. And I remember watching live and seeing another plane fly in and hit the South Tower. It was crazy. Like, and you don't realize it at the time. You know, I'm like a 12-year-old kid, but I just saw, I don't know how many people died. Like, that's weird. And we watched it live for the rest of the class. And I remember seeing the first North Tower fall, the first tower that got hit, watching it fall. It's a cool sunset. That was nuts. And then we went to our next class. It was math class with Mrs. I want to say Callahan. I remember this classroom because she always kept it unbearably hot. I don't know. She was really skinny, and I think she was one of the people that was just cold all the time. So anytime we go in her class, it was like 111 degrees. The bell rings, the hour's over, we go to our next hour class, and for me it was math. So I go to Miss Callahan's, everybody else does. We get sat down, and there was one student that was still late, running, you know, behind, whatever, in the bathroom or something, I don't know. And Miss Callahan just started class like everything was normal, like nothing was going on. And this other student shows up, and she walks in and sees that Miss Callahan's just teaching class like normal, like there's not like we weren't just attacked by terrorists, you know. And Puppers, she says to Miss Callahan, well, first she's told to take her seat, you know. And she says to Miss Callahan, well, like a big thing happened on the news. She's like, I know, go ahead and have your seat. And like we had class like normal. And I remember at the time being mad. Like, how can you just have class? Like, look what happened. Look what's going on. Look at the TV. We're under attack. But now that I look back, in a way, she was right. You know, we have to keep moving on. Maybe pause for a second, but you have to. We're going to keep moving. You know. I remember walking home from school after that, and just the giant lines of cars at the gas stations, which was like apocalyptic seeing that. Like, oh, whoa, are we never, like, what's going on? Are we never going to be able to get gas again? And then some gas stations gouged the price of gas and got in trouble after the fact, and it was crazy. People were buying all kinds of food. I don't remember there being fights over toilet paper, which is weird. And it was pretty clear right away, like, oh, we're going to war. I don't know who we're going to war with, but you can bet somebody's going to get it after that. I mean, you don't just hijack planes and fly them into the two biggest buildings in the United States and aim one at the Pentagon. Like, it's crazy. And it was one of those then and now things. Like, there was an America then, and then there was an America now. Like, or before and after, you know, things changed. It did bring the entire country together. We really united. That was one thing that was evident, you know. For a little while there, Rudy Giuliani was like an American hero. We should not handle crises the same nowadays, do we? I am riding straight into the sun, basically, so it's probably too bright, but it'll be okay. It's a beautiful sunset, though, isn't it? So let me know in the comments down below where you were when it happened. I was still in school. I'm sure some of you guys were at work. We've all got different walks in life. I'm just interested to see where were you guys at when it happened. We just hit 400 subscribers, which I'm really thankful about. You guys rock. Can't thank you enough for subscribing to my channel. If you're still here, still watching this video, appreciate you guys watching the videos. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Share these videos somewhere. Tell someone about me. Please, it'll help. It's Grace Ventures. I'm out.